So I now know where my stuff is. Through a bit of research, I figured it out. You could do that quest, the Love Has a Price quest, in a couple different ways, and some people suggested using the teleporter pyramids and teleporting yourself out using the pyramid and then coming in with your full crew, or teleporting someone else in, or even being able to give the key to somebody else after you've opened up the door, so that way your entire crew could get in. So like, all those are really good ideas that I should have listened to, or just come up with on my own, but I didn't. However, we know my stuff is right here. See my burgled backpack. It's in Lohar's room, so I kind of had a feeling it was these dwarves. But in order to get it, it's gonna take a bit of work. So I'm gonna have to come over here.
Brave lass. Waltzing in here now.
And do a bit of work for him before I can get my backpack back.
I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
Gesture to the dwarf at the front of the room and ask what happened between them.
Family matter. She's one of mine, acting like her brains are scrambled though. Came after me with a knife. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. Scar slowed down the knife. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy?
Ask how he knows about that. Smile broadly and regale him with the tale. I am suspiciously. Why is he interested in a thing like that? Or play the fool? Ask him what he means. Now, smile broadly and regale him with the tale.
I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story.
Yeah, so do I.
Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all.
Tell him you're one such Godwoken. He can start begging anytime. Yes. Or no, he doesn't sound convinced of their cause. Let's see that one.
Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. Haven't seen any evidence of them myself. So no, I'm not convinced.
So you can't blame him for all the Order's bluster. Things are only getting worse.
We're swirling the drain. If someone doesn't plug it, we'll slip down easy as you please. So, what do you want?
Say a ham sandwich would be great. Ask him if he knows why you're here. Tell him you need information. You're looking for a certain powerful sorceress or sorcerers. Yeah, ask him if he knows why you're here.
Reckon I do. Knowing Seaver, she sent you looking for sorcerers, I bet.
Yeah.
I could help you. But last I heard, you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the Earths would I help a worm like that?
You know, honestly, I don't think any of these are going to work for me. I don't think I have enough high enough intelligence persuasion for that to work. I don't think a finesse persuasion is going to work. I don't think constitution persuasion is going to work. It keeps saying, like, use these kind of persuasions. But honestly, like, if... I can't open up my thing, can I? Inventory. So, like, my finesse is 24, right? But the thing is, when it comes to civil stuff, like, I just don't have any kind of persuasion stuff. My persuasion is at 0. Persuasion helps you convince characters to do your bidding in dialogues and increases how much characters like you. So because this is 0 and my finesse is 24, I'm getting 0, right? So if this were higher, it would then be based off of my highest stat, which would be finesse. So, you know, same goes for, like, her intelligence is the highest stat, but again, she has no persuasion. He does, so his would be an intelligence persuasion check, which would be able to pass. And then, of course, he has 2 in persuasion, so a strength persuasion or constitution persuasion would work for him. So that's kind of how that works. But because I don't have 1 in persuasion, ain't nothing gonna work here. So I'll just fail it.
What a load of shite. Seaver's got an eye for talent, though. Maybe there's something to you. I reckon I could help you out. depending on what you can do for me.
Ask him what he has in mind.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to a guy's name is Mortis. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy.
Say that sounds reasonable. Ask where you should start.
Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent ya, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see ya. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own.
Ask if there's anything else you should know.
Well, like I said, Mortis is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands.
Ooh, fancy dagger.
More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
So I could basically try to sell things to him. Like this fancy dagger, honestly, probably going to sell it back to him. Just because I'm not going to use it. And I have a lot of gold. See, the thing is, he has this like attitude problem with me, and I kind of need to fix that just a tiny bit. I don't necessarily have a way of doing that though. Like the love grenade, I could try. I could give him canvas pants or the mage garments. Like, not worth a super huge amount of gold to me. Like this other stuff is, so I don't want to be giving him that stuff. But I could give him that book. And also the problem is cancel. Yeah, crap. See, the problem is Lohse has a different attitude with him. And maybe I can come over here and talk to him with the Red Prince.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way past Arcs.
Say there's something else you'd like to discuss. Say you want your personal effects. The one his people stole from you in the tavern. Just in case. I'm going to quick save before I do this. Wait for it to finish. Because I don't know if he's going to give it to me or not.
I needed a laugh. Sorry, bub. That's the price of a night with Big Z.
So that's the problem.
I don't make exceptions.
Getting your own back, right? So I got that quest log that popped up. Getting your own back. When we asked Lohar where he's keeping our stuff, he told us to get lost.
What did you think was gonna happen?
If we go, why is this not closing? If we go do this quest, we should be able to come back and get our stuff. The problem is now we're running around naked.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into a garish, open-mouthed grin, flashing blood-stained teeth.
Okay, she sounds crazy. So, let's see here. A local dwarven sorcerer. So we're looking for this. Maybe connected to the criminal underworld. Perhaps this Mortis could make a potential teacher. So we got to find this dude. Shadow over Driftwood. The criminal Lohar asked us to search his associate Mortis's house on the edge of Driftwood, so we need to do that. Lohar has difficulties with his associate Mortis. Maybe we can exploit this. We made contact with the local crime boss Lohar, and Magistrate Julian asked us to investigate Lohar's doings in Driftwood and his connections to the Dwarf Queen. Of course, Beast had his thing updated in the last episode. Lohar insists that he turned against Queen Justina. Beast means to do what Lohar asks for now. And Red Prince, fleeing pursuers, Bramos the Wanderer took refuge in a nearby Paladin camp. So that's up to date on all that stuff. Okay, so off we go to do his bidding. We know where Lohar is at the very least. We have to go, what, back upstairs. Once we get there, we need to go to this house with this magister or whatever it is, sorcerer, and do Lohar's quest, come back, get my stuff. That's kind of where I'm feeling I need to go. This is his house right over here, apparently. I actually don't see anyone out here yet,
Might as
but
well
they may
have
pop
rotted
up
in the death fog.
when we get over
What's
there.
even the point?
It's kind of embarrassing when I have to run around naked, though.
Go away, Dallas, or
I got nothing. I got nothing.
This must be the place Lohar mentioned. It looks unassuming enough.
All right, well, let's check the basket. Okay, nothing crazy. Also, no key. Is there a key under the flower pot? Nah. It was worth a look. That seems like something they would do. Ooh, the door's open in the back. Hello? Who's this?
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids.
Poke her, call her out, or call out to her. Lick your forehead, then slide it into her right ear. The closer her stillness is not a calm one, she waits for someone. Something. No, let's do the jester.
She slowly opens her left eye, then her right, and wipes away the slobber.
What's it to you, slow wit?
Inform her of your visit with Lohar. You need to get through the hatch. Yeah.
The dwarf unfolds her arms and shoots to her feet.
All right, human. Right, glad Lohar ain't left us here to wither. Those brutes are taking their sweet time down there. I gotta send word soon.
Ask what her partners hope to find below. Thank her for the information. Now, ask her what they hope to find.
Who knows? Anything that gives away what Mortis has been up to. Probably got all sorts of tricks for covering his tracks, but the goons downstairs should sniff out something.
Ask more about Mortis.
That weird priest's been hanging around Lohar for ages. Now he's vanished. Those half-wits below will know more.
Okay.
Get to it then. But tell the lunkheads that Glenna sent you before they bash your brains in.
Alright, well, that's good to know, especially because I'm naked. Hopefully I can actually get some of the stuff once I come back up. If the Magisters or whatever is dead. Wow, 5,000 XP from that. So I think
What's this?
oh,
I found something.
wow, I found something. Search the cellar for the abandoned house, climb down the hatch, disheveled dwarf barred our way to the cellar until we mentioned Lohar. So I think what we should do, not what I found, I'm trying to hit. I think what we should do is when we level up next and get a civil ability, we should put one in persuasion just so we get a finesse persuasion.
Maybe if we had a
It's kind of annoying that we don't have that. Our dudes we're looking for are over to the right. There's a hidden area over to the left that we can't get to. So
I've spotted something.
what did you spot? Ooh.
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty
we
macabre.
had a crowbar.
Well, what did I find over here that was?
You think a crowbar would open this thing?
Because when I came in, she was like, "Ooh, I found something." I wonder what that was. Because I ain't seeing nothing. All right, whatever. Can I check these barrels? Don't think there's anything to do with those. No. No. Okay, so nothing in those. Anything in this one? Before I go try to see them.
You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
I believe this is the way
More
in.
luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by her own hands.
Can't reach. How do I get into here? That looks like the way in, right? How the heck do I get in there?
You think a crowbar would open this thing?
Okay, so they're having issues.
You got rocks knocking around that noggin
But
of
I
yours.
had found something, apparently.
Not much of a
Whoops.
landlubber, but
Go away. Can I not? Okay, so that's not going to work. What did I find when I walked in? That's the problem, is I don't actually know or see whatever. Oh, it's a lever right there. Yeah.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
There we go. The door's opening.
Hello there.
Duna's dagger. You here to free us or kill us?
Tell them you're here with Glenna's blessing.
The male dwarf expels 2 lungfuls of air and glances happily at his companion.
See if he has anything good. Nope, she's got a log.
We've only been fretting here for a few hours, but it's felt like days. That snot-nosed priest's as slippery as a snake in an oil drum.
Ain't found nothing that lets on what Mortis is up to. Only thing we managed were to close that door and get us stuck. And if there's another door out there, never could find it.
Lohar ain't gonna be pleased.
This Mortis, what is he up to? Where's he gone?
Ain't no telling where that priest has gone to. Started acting all funny not so long ago, then flew the coop.
Acting funny? Well, what does she mean?
Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start looking all sickly and run off for a day or two. Then some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up. Ain't no coincidence Mortis went hanging around then.
She taps a finger against her forehead.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting past me.
Send them away in peace.
Best we head off then. We've got business to attend to.
Okay. Cool. So we know we're looking for a couple things. We're looking for a skull. And that... Oh, you know what I should do? I don't need the prince in here. So I'll let him hang out there. Just in case this closes on me, right? Like, I'm trying to be smart here. Yep, there it goes. I had a feeling. See, that's why I did that.
Well, this won't do.
Okay,
If I can
so...
get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
Ooh, an amber ring. Rhymes of the Scribes, part 6. May as well look through all of this stuff. Empty potion bottle. There's a book. There's a skull. There's a whole lot of crap, apparently. What I'm looking for is a... Ooh, that person got crushed. Is a eyeball of some description.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. Scratches and fissures deface its exterior, and its eyes have been gouged hollow.
Kneel and pray.
You scrape your knee on the wooden floor. Nothing else happens.
Okay, reach your hand out to touch the shrine.
The stone is cold against your palm. If this figure once held power, it has since been depleted.
Leave the shrine be. Interesting. Is there anything up here? I guess I should check those. Also, there's another set of stuff down here. And there is something behind that. So let's look up here first. Knock down an arrow. Thanks to my luck. It's really dark here, so let's loot this. Dirty socks, bed linens. No, let's not loot that. Let's come here. Grab that. Okay, so let's move this here, this over here. All right, what's in this bookcase? Love grenade, sheet of paper, schematic, and a letter to Mortis. All right. Well, is there anything over here too? All right, let's look at this letter. Read. Drawn upon the page is an elaborate schematic. It closely resembles the broken shrine to Duna in Mortis's quarters and depicts a mechanism operated by a button on the statue's back. Okay, good to know. Letter to Mortis. Mortis, you are a lucky man. Your failure to assassinate Lohar could have been ruinous. Yet our Lord proves his grace by not only sparing you, but granting you Mord Hakim. The ritual requires an excessive release of source, but I'm sure you're anxious to prove your allegiance. Use it wisely. Your orders remain the same. See that the weapons from the Peacemaker reach arcs unharmed. I'll await their arrival, and do be careful. There are a number of Godwoken who have escaped from the fort should they pass through Driftwood en route to their Meister. Be sure they pass no farther. Okay, so this Mortis is...
Lohar will want to know of this.
Not a friend of ours. We'll come up here. We'll open this.
You run your hands along the exterior until your fingers graze the button noted in the schematic.
Press the button.
There's no mistaking the sound of stone chafing stone. The entrance to the chamber grinds open, filling your lungs with slightly less stale air.
Okay, that's good to know. But we're still kind of missing something here. So let's put him back in formation. We are missing whatever this is.
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
So I need to find a glowing eye, which could be in his crap or on him. Right, so we might be able to find that on him. Can I talk to that
no
dwarf?
rest for any dwarf in Drift.
Nope, okay. Can I open this? Locked. Can I pick lock? No, of course not, because I don't have any lock picks. I need to find some lockpick kits. But of course, those are all on my freaking in my freaking stuff. So I need to go back to Lohar, be like stepdog. Am I actually not able to go into this without sending my dudes in? That's kind of annoying. So I need to go back to Lohar, tell him this information, be like, can I have my stuff now? Hopefully he'll give it to me then. Because then I can go back, unlock that, see what's inside. And did I pick up another book? I thought I saw another book. I did pick up this one. I'll read this. New recipe. 2 recipes learned. What did we learn? We learned poison wave scroll and silencing stare scroll. Got all sorts of stuff we can craft. None of it we're really using. I saw Prince almost walk into that poison. We all saw it. Before actually I talk to him, let's look at this. Shadow over Driftwood. Pay Lohar a visit. The letter mentions more, or the letter to Mortis mentions a ritual. Sounds ominous. Found a letter. Taste of freedom. Embedded in the wall, missing an eye, was an ornate skull. Okay.
Better get out there before Mortis makes it all the way past Arks.
Rifle through your pack and offer Lohar the letter you found in Mortis's house.
I asked you for a man, not a note.
I mean, whatever.
He takes the letter from your hands and reads it quickly, face hardening with anger as he reaches the end.
Bloody goddamn spit-sucking weasel!
Jeez, watch your mouth, bro.
This is bad. Not just for me and mine. Not just for you and yours. This is bad. For everyone.
Ask him what the note means. What is Mordakim?
Hell if I know, but it don't sound good. Seems as though Mortis wasn't mine after all. Trouble is, I don't know whose he is. Of course. That's why I haven't heard from the cave. Sabotage. Listen up, I need your help. We all do. Mortis has his hands on something dangerous. Something I was trying to protect us from. Not just my folks. The whole damn realm.
Tell him you're gonna need some details. What kind of stuff does he mean?
Look, me and mine, we move classified cargo. Take it right off Magister ships and put it into the hands of those that will use it rightly. Trouble is, we came across something no one ought to have. Not the Magisters, not my folks, not the gods themselves. I ordered it to be destroyed. I guess Mortis, whoever he's working for, wants it for themselves. That can't happen.
Demand to know what kind of cargo he's talking about. Tell him it sounds like he and his folks have made a proper mess. Let's find out what the cargo is he's talking about.
The less you know, the better. Trust me. Stop Mortis and I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, but dummy, the process of this is gonna get me killed if I don't know what it is either.
My people had an operation up in the caves outside town. Good access to red ships and plenty of privacy too.
Whatever.
Haven't heard from them in a couple of days now. I thought maybe we'd lost the messengers to Voidwoken in the hills, but now I think it's worse than I thought. I bet my lucky left foot Mortis is in the cave. You gotta get to him before he gets his hands on that cargo. Pray to whoever you pray to that it ain't too late.
Yeah, tell him you'll do what you can.
Finally, someone with a little sense around here. Give me your map. I'll show you where we were operating, where I think Mortis will be. I don't want to know what'll happen if he gets what he's after.
Okay. Rise of the Dwarves. Okay, Shadow over Driftwood. Lohar mapped our map and asked us to kill Mortis. I should probably try to get my stuff back. And Rise of the Dwarves. Lohar's associates acquired something dangerous from Magister's ship. Okay.
Lohar rubs his forehead beneath his hood and stares at the ground. As you approach, his face hardens and he stands at his full height.
So?
Say something else you'd like to discuss. I need my personal effects.
He nods at the satchel on the table with a smile and gestures for you to help yourself.
Thank you. So, now that I got my stuff back, all of my stuff back, Oh, goodness, that's... Okay, let's auto sort that, please. So, wow, lots of keys and crap. Let's put my gear on. I believe this is all that I had. Wait, no, so, that one. Okay, I believe that's better, yeah? No, amber ring. It's only 15 magic armor. This also gives me some other stuff, so we'll use that one. Those fine fists. And talisman of trust. Helmet. All right, now let's auto sort. So I think we're doing pretty good now. We got a lot of crap on our bars, of course. Not all of the stuff that we need either. But I feel pretty good about getting all of that. Okay, so what is she at? 94 out of 100. Ugh, this is gonna overburden her pretty quickly if I don't get rid of some crap. So I'm thinking probably send this to store on Lady Vengeance. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. Send Red Prince. I don't know. I feel like I could maybe just sell a lot of this stuff. Look, I got my stuff back. I'm happy. Now I feel like I'm at max combat power once again. After having a rather hilarious run-in with the lizard woman, I am now back on track and ready to do what I need to do. I am going to swap this, though, simply because I really don't want to have to deal with hitting the wrong button on accident. I feel like I would have, too. So, where are we going to need to go? Lost eggs. Jahan, last seen here. Okay, not quite where I want to go. We're going to go back over to here, though. Go in the back door. And see if I can't unlock this. So, where else do we have? We have Meister's house, Wrecker's cave. We got a lot of stuff that we could do. Let's try and picklock. Unlock. Okay. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that bow is so good. Okay, and unidentified boots. We're gonna take that stuff, but we're not gonna tell this guy about that. That is a really good bow. 15% lifesteal too. Heck yeah, I'm totally equipping that. And you know what? Where'd those boots go? Did I loot them? I did. Auto sort. Let's go here and identify, please. So we have some magic boots, some mage boots, which are in fact quite a bit better than what she had on. Okay, cool. Let's do some of this. Actually, I don't want to add that to wares. Remove from wares. We'll add this to wares. And I'm going to come over here. Where is it? No, this, oh, dang it. That's not what I want to do. What is the button for crafting? No, that's sneaking. I'll remember it. Okay, fine. I'll just come over here and find it. G. G is the button. Because I want to do a rune on crap. G. On this bow. I believe I have a rune. 9% damage is air damage, 9% damage is poison damage, is earth damage, or is it water damage? I feel like air damage actually might be pretty good because I don't want to do water because it'll put out the fire. Earth actually might be pretty good too. It synergizes with what we got going on. Extract. Wait, no, I didn't want to extract. Damn it. Bam. So now that does a lot more. In fact, do I have any other gear that is hers isn't? Maybe I should do hers real quick. No, just dragon. There we go. Let's do air damage on hers. His isn't, so let's do his. Let's do air damage on his. And beast he's good. We're good. Cool. Do they all have rings? They all have okay rings. He's got restoration from that, so I'm okay with that. And yeah, the unfinished ring we can swap out real quick with why is Lohse's bag not showing all of her stuff? What just happened to all my stuff? Did I put it in this chest? Open. What the? Oh, I see. That could have been bad. Just all of a sudden lost all my stuff. Turns out, no, I'm just an idiot. It was hiding. Oh, he doesn't have that learned yet. That is really good. Okay, to view healing ritual. Send a wave of healing to target another character. The wave travels to nearby allies, healing with each movement. Man, that is good. Is there anything I can get rid of for that? I like having rain. I like having armor of frost. Bloodsucker and Death Wish are okay. I feel like Death Wish is actually quite good, but I can get rid of it. Shocking Touch has been pretty good for us. I could also get rid of Chain Lightning. But Mosquito Swarm, maybe. Uncanny Evasion is pretty good. Restoration is good. Soothing Cold is good. Like, a lot of this is really good. So maybe I get rid of Death Wish. Now, let's get rid of... no, I want to keep that. Oh, gosh, he has too many good items. Or too many good skills. You know what? I'm going to get rid of Chain Lightning. So your way, there we go. But then that gives me 2 slots. So what else could I put on there? Bless? Or Raise Bloated Corpse? Maybe Chain Lightning is good and I just get rid of Rain. Let's do that. Let's try that out for a while and see what that ends up doing. Is there anything else in here I can steal? There's it's a book. It's a dumb book. Might be pretty good, but doesn't matter to me. All right, Lohse, where are we going? I actually don't remember. Something with his quest. Shadow of Driftwood. Lohar marked a map and asked us to kill. Okay, go to the Wrecker's Cave. The cave is off over this way. I feel like I also kind of want to do some of this stuff, and I haven't even gone to the Meister's house yet. So let's head up over there and see what we can get into as far as trouble is concerned.